disruptive.
America that I fought.
Weird thing to happen. Hello, one and all. Welcome to this edition of Kitz Corner. It's been a fantastic day so far. So the NYPD released out this video on their crackdown of college students at Columbia and City College in New York City. And it is amazing the amount of effort that goes into the fear-mongering of people holding poster paper. And when I saw this video, and I'm about to show it to you here, just kind of the elaborancy of law enforcement when it comes to cracking down people engaging in their rights and their freedom of speech and assembly to protest something against the empire, which is the foreign affairs, obviously with Israel and Palestine, compared to actual events that are significantly endangering the lives of people, like school shootings, for example. You know, you don't see this many officers when it came to Uvalde. You saw how pathetic that response was when it came to the Texas cops. But if it's a college student on a university campus holding poster paper, they come in by the thousands to crack their heads. So this comes into response of the deputy commissioner who posted onto Twitter saying, "Let's take a look inside of how our NYPD officers safely and professionally restored order at Columbia and City College, New York yesterday after school officials requested our assistance in dispersing unlawful encampments on their campuses and persons barricaded inside the buildings." So watch this video that they put together, and it is remarkable how much time and energy they put into this, but not actually the time and energy to understand why this is happening.
So now, right there, what I'm looking at, that's Hamilton Hall. He's on top of it. There's no, that's a sidewalk, right? Which sidewalk?
It feels like a movie trailer. It like just the start of it already feels like a movie trailer. And they go like duh, and now they're going to the war room like it's 0 Dark 30. Like, there's a guy holding a Palestinian flag. We got our target on sight. This is what we're after, boys. And the ominous music in the background. Oh my God.
That's Amsterdam Avenue. So we got Hamilton is a little further down. Is this Hamilton right here? No.
This is our on-site, boys.
You believe that all the entrances are somehow barricaded. What entrance do we believe is the entrance where we have the least resistance?
Oh my God.
We're not going to be moving.
These are city police officers going after a college campus. This is not Iraq. This is not like the Pentagon instructing the military to invade Iraq. Like, this is city officers playing their engagement on a college campus because someone was waving flags. And they're dubbing it into a movie trilogy trailer style.
Right. You got some planned process up there.
Yeah, we want to start getting the morals.
Coming soon. Oh my God. Look at all that.
Right now, we're inside of the Hamilton building in the Columbia University. We're on the third floor of the methodically going through the building, looking for the student protesters that took over this building. As you can see, the emergency services behind us conducting operations. We're checking each floor. We're checking each door.
Again, where's this?
As we come over here, you can see.
Where's this response when there's a school shooting? Where's this response when someone's robbing a bank at gunpoint? Where's this response when there's an actual immediate threat of danger? Like, it shows the cowardliness, the night and day of law enforcement. And yes, we do need law enforcement. I'm not one of those people that say we need to get rid of cops because they're all corrupted. No, we need law enforcement. It's ideally logical that we need law enforcement. We just need a reformity to monitor and understand that the law enforcement, the police officers that your tax dollars are paying towards are the responsibility of tax dollars. So they have to listen to the community. The community has every right to say how they want to be policed, not the other way around. And this is what happens when law enforcement gets so corrupted by the elite, by the cult, that now they're pillaging against the people that they're supposed to be protecting. They're supposed to be protecting people at this college campus. But what they're doing is actually the opposite. They're enacting violence towards the people that they should be protecting. And they have to make a propaganda film, like a movie trailer, showing people and fear-mongering that, oh my God, these college kids are inside with sleeping bags. Oh, the horror. Directed by Michael Bay.
That they have set up sort of an encampment inside of the classroom. There's sleeping bags all over the place. And when we actually came in here, they actually had the desk barricaded up to the window so that thinking that we were going to come in and get them.
Thorough job by ESU so far, as professional as can be, making sure everything is safe before we move on. Feel totally comfortable, totally safe with these guys, man. This is who you call when the police need help.
Oh, beware the chairs. In a world where chairs are barricading the doors, officers must storm in to stop the college students. Oh my God. Someone needs to do a voiceover on this. Maybe that'll be our next thing. That'll be like a Kitz Corner parody stunt we'll do next. Like dub it a voiceover, make it sound like an actual movie. Matt Damon plays the police commissioner. Oh God, I'm already picturing it. Oh, there's the zip ties. Nice close up. There you go. Oh, showing the smashed windows. That's a nice touch.
All right, it's 10:35. We're on the campus of Columbia in the tent city, which you see is cleared. Just a remarkable plan and execution by the NYPD, and more importantly, these cops on the perimeter who got this secured. Special thanks to our emergency service, our SRG group, second to none. As of right now, this campus is secure by NYPD personnel. This is how we get it done.
This is not a tent city, this is New York City. It's our city. And if you're thinking about doing something like this, take a look around, see how fast we cleared it out. This could be you.
This is how we get done. This is how we get done in the hood. This is how we get done in New York. What a stereotypical, like, New York answer to that. Like, we got this place secured, boys. Nothing's gonna happen here. We got it. We got it done. Now let's go get some pizza. Let's go to Joe's. Oh, man. Oh, God. This is already so backwardly hilarious.
The conditions in this courtyard are just deplorable. It smells bad. It just reeks. and no student, nobody should have to endure this and being on the campus. Like I said before, lawlessness, that's what this, we thought it what symbolizes. And we're not going to have lawlessness in our city. So Colombia reached out to us, we came in here, we took action, and this is a result of our action. To any other individuals that want to protest, there are other ways to do it besides setting up tents and living like this. This is not the way to get your point across. If you're thinking about setting up tents anyplace else in the city, think again, because colleges will reach out to us, and we'll come there and we'll strike you, take you to jail, like we did over here. Thank you. Have a good night.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. That is the typical I don't give a shit, kind of narcissistic tone that you get from these people. We came, we saw, we'll take you down. I don't care. You want to protest, you want to practice your free speech and abilities to peacefully protest our war regime, we will take your ass down. Thank you. Good night. And let's not forget, it just shows the emptiness that these officers have and the fact that they have no idea about what they're actually doing. They're just doing what they're told by the higher ups. They're just being told to take down these encampments, that we got to crack these heads because somehow college students have become the ultimate terrorists now. These blue-haired, pink-haired freaks that people once said they were so, dumb and lazy and stupid and this stuff. Now all of a sudden they're dangerous. Like, which is it? Which is it? Are they so pathetic that they're playing too many video games and watching porn all the time? Or now are they the ultimate pick a side. Pick a side now. But the fact that the most American value, if you look throughout all of American history, protesting against authoritarianism, protesting against colonialism, protesting against, you look at the formation of the country, you look at the Boston Tea Party movement, you look at the civil rights movement, you look at Vietnam protests in the 70s, and ironically, this is happening on the anniversary of Kent State, which, if people want to look into that, it is absolutely horrific, and they don't tell you this out in the open. They try to mask it by, telling you constantly it's Star Wars Day, which even Star Wars was a representation of the rebels going against this empirical force that was oppressing the entire population. And here we are now having that empire so much bloated so much without any resistance, without any real change for so many years, that now it's imploding on itself. They're going after their own citizens. They're locking them up. They're predicting them as domestic terrorists. They're restricting their rights. They're restricting free speech. It's an absolute insane path and direction we're going into, folks. And it's just amazing that not a single officer, not even the black officers, which if it wasn't for protesting, they wouldn't be on the force. If it wasn't for people screaming at the top of their lungs, effective changing of the system of the federal agencies and the government and local enforcement and so on, if it wasn't for that, they wouldn't be doing the job that they're doing right now. So they don't even consider any of that. It's just, this is the absurdity of this. And like I said, when you watch this and you see the amount of officers that storm in to a protest that either is Israel-Palestine, or if it's a rally for healthcare, or if it's a rally for, oh God, I'm drawing a blank. What was that? Wall Street protest? I forget what. the exact name of it was. Occupy Wall Street. That was what it's called. The amount of law enforcement that was pushed onto that and, gave them all and cracked the heads of those people. But yet, everyday scenarios, everyday scenarios that actually affect people's safety and security in communities. And you hear all these stories all the time. You hear about how people, there's a house burglary. Someone breaks into a house and they're calling the officer and the cops don't even show up for another like 45 minutes and more havoc is done. Or you look at Uvalde, Texas, that school shooting. They didn't show up for an hour. They didn't show up for an entire hour. The cops clearly were trying to find a way to get away from the school as it was happening. And then the parents that were standing outside worrying about their kids' safety, they were arresting the parents, not the shooter that was actually causing havoc and jeopardizing those kids' lives. They're arresting the parents. So it just goes to show you the magnitude of how law enforcement has detached itself from the community that's supposed to be protecting, the community that's funding them and supporting them through their tax dollars. Complete disconnect, and now they have sided with the Empire Force that they're being exploited also into, because these officers they have no idea that while they're doing this and thinking that they're doing good deeds and protecting the citizens, this is all an exploitation. They're being exploited as much as the people protesting. And they have no awareness of this. Absolutely none. Because they think they're doing a good job. They think they're going to get a pat on the back. They're going to get, some sort of promotion. And, the simple teachings of officers is shoot first and ask questions maybe later. But that is absolutely crazy that they had to stunt people emotionally by showcasing this little montage movie trailer to make them sound like they're professional, sound tough, like they're going against real domestic terrorists. And you're watching this and realizing these are kids in sleeping bags. They're camping on a college campus. How much of a threat are they going to be compared to the actual mass murders that have control and litigation on this country? The people that actually have ruling power over us are mass murdering thugs. I consider those people more of a threat than any student at any campus in the world. I consider that more of a threat. And not a single officer, not a single person in law enforcement would ever go the bounds of arresting one of them. It is an absolute corrupted society, and this is just an example of it. This is Joe Biden's America, the police state within. And, all those people that said, we're going to vote Joe Biden to push him left. How's that going? How is that going? And do you really, really, really want to repeat that in 2024? Or do you really want to stop the charade, the scam, absolute absurdity that's absolutely desecrating against the formations and the foundations of America? Choice is up to you.